cover from the Super Bowl. Regarding the emotions that he was feeling 2 days after. This was locker clean-out day when you get one last opportunity to talk to these guys. Here's a little A.J. Brown.
I don't know. It's been some tough for 48 hours. I don't know. I really don't know what to say. I was kind of dreading this interview. It's just tough right now.
What was the toughest part about the game Sunday night for you?
When we went up 27-21, I knew deep down that it was probably a chance we were going to lose.
Yes, absolutely right. We talked about this yesterday, if not the day before.
Wait for him to admit it.
When the field goal unit trotted out.
Yeah.
When the field goal unit trotted out. And this is where Nick Sirianni doesn't quite have a Pete Carroll post-Super Bowl 49 issue.
Yeah, but I hear you. There's some stuff there.
But he does have an issue.
I hear you.
He does have an issue. You can't be aggressive. Going to go for it on fourth down. Going to go for it on fourth down. And then you're up 3 points in the Super Bowl after the team that you were leading by 10 at intermission scores a touchdown on a 10-play, 75-yard drive to reestablish themselves. You don't send out the field goal unit and go up 6 and allow them to have the flip side of the epiphany that A.J. Brown had. Because as A.J. Brown is thinking, uh-oh, we may have a problem, the Chiefs, as we've said, Chris, are thinking, uh-oh, we have a hell of an opportunity. You mean to tell me all we got to do is score a touchdown and convert the extra point, and we're going to be leading the Super Bowl that we should have been losing by 20 or more points? We'll sign up for that any day of the year.
Yeah.
So I appreciate the candor.
Yeah, me too.
And Nick Sirianni, beyond the fact that he's lost both of his coordinators, Nick Sirianni better make sure everyone in the locker room is okay with the fact that twice in the second half, he went against that aggressive, went for the field goal instead of the touchdown from 4th and 6 at the 15-yard line of the Chiefs, and that 3 and out, it was 4th and 3, and punted. And, one of the risks of punting is you're going to have a long return, which is what happened. In hindsight, they surely would have gone for it. In foresight, that's the kind of move that Nick Sirianni in the past would have gone for it. I'd love to know why he got tight in the second half of the Super Bowl. Chris.
Well, those are tough decisions. I don't think they were easy. 4th and 6 is it's a lot of yards, And again, I think people would have been mad at, if he went for it on 4th and 6, everybody would have been, that was too far. What? You're going to give Mahomes the ball. Now they're going to go up. I mean, it just, that was a hard one. And his team, other than that drive before, had controlled the football game. So I think he was thinking, hey, we're just going to keep leaning on him. We're going to wear him out. The 4th and 3, yeah, it's a tough one too, but damn, they were way back in their own territory. You don't make that, man, you're going to hear it too. Like, what? You gave Mahomes the ball on the 30-yard line? Right? So they were tough ones. I hear you. Their MO, their team. I will agree with you, Mike, though. There is a little Seattle-ishness, and here's the biggest reason. The Eagles they're devastated. You could see there. It's more devastating to win the Super Bowl, too, when you know you were the better team. They know they were the better team. I mean, there's a reason Fox pregame, all the experts picked the Eagles to win by 7 and 10 points. There's a reason Greg Olson started the thing when going, this is the roster of rosters. You talk to people in the league, this is the roster. It's an all-star team. They lost the Super Bowl. It's the best offensive line we've seen in 10 years. It's supposed to be one of the better D-lines we've seen in 10 years. Their secondary was awesome. It's maybe the best duo of receivers in football other than Tyreek and Waddle. It's right in that conversation. It's an awesome tight end, right? You were up by 10 in the second half, and you blew it. They're going to be devastated. This is the kind of one that can, filter into next year. It's going to hurt for a while.
And I think this is, as we get accustomed to an NFL in which coaches are going for fourth down like never before, because it wasn't that long ago where If you do the unconventional thing and it fails, you get killed. If you do the conventional thing and it fails, nobody ever says boo about it. The unconventional has become conventional most of the time. For Nick Sirianni, the unconventional has become conventional, except when you get into these critical moments with a championship on the line. That's where, and I think that's what's fascinating about it, that's where he backed off from the ledge. He's always dancing out there on the line, willing to take those chances. He backed away because he knew the broader circumstance. We got Super Bowl rings riding on this. Maybe I won't be aggressive. Maybe I won't go for it. Maybe I won't take that chance that I ordinarily wouldn't even blink at taking. In the first quarter, I'll do it. In the second quarter, I'll do it. But hey, second half of the Super Bowl, when I was up 10 and now I'm up 3, I'll just take the 3 and go up 6. That won't come back to bite me, will it? Meanwhile, you got guys on your team who feel that pit in their stomach. Uh-oh, we're only up 6 now. We got a problem. We got a real problem, and it bared itself out. So 2 guys who don't have to worry about that, Chris, are Shane Steichen and Jonathan Gannon. They're leaving. They're gone. They're head coaches, and that's part of the issue now that Nick Sirianni has to deal with. On top of everything else,
yeah, they got a lot.
We talked about the free agents earlier. We showed you the graphic. That was just some of them. He's got to hire 2 new coordinators now. Where do you go, and which one? Let's start here. Which one do you think he's going to miss more?
Oh, gosh. Well, I'm going to say he's going to, he'll miss Gannon, because he's an offensive coach. Sirianni's a guy like Shane Steichen. That was the same way. I kind of had my eye on Sirianni as he was raising up the ranks, going, man, I kind of like what this guy does, on the offensive side of the ball, and heard all of that. So I have faith in him to be able to kind of continue their offensive dominance. Defensive one is the one where, I don't know if there's somebody on the staff already, or does he have another vision for what he sees on the defensive side of the ball? So I find that one probably to be the little harder spot, Mike, let alone not only repair that, but like you're talking about, repair the team, the mojo, the belief, get everybody going that way. It's a crushing one. I mean, like you said on Monday, right? It's only the second time a 10-point halftime lead has been squandered in the history of the Super Bowl. And you were the better team, and one of the better teams we've seen really in recent history, and you lost. That is like you always talk about. Those are the ones that hurt the most.
Brian Johnson, the quarterback's coach in Philadelphia, is the favorite to be the new
right.
OC. He actually played for Jalen Hurts' father in high school.
That's
one
amazing.
of 3 black quarterback coaches in the NFL. And this is one of the problems when it comes to underrepresentation of black head coaches, is because the pipeline on the offensive side of the ball doesn't include as many minority candidates who develop and grow
right.
and become, although it didn't help Eric Bieniemy. We'll see if it helps Brian Johnson working with Jalen Hurts directly if he gets that job. Defensively, there's a little bit, and I don't think we've seen the announcement yet that Vic Fangio has landed in Miami. There's a little bit, because Fangio showed up to consult for the final 2 weeks. There's a little bit of a vibe out there that maybe the Eagles are trying to give.
I'm sure.
A little bit.
Who wouldn't want Vic Fangio? That's right.
A little bit.
So he hasn't signed the paper in Miami
Maybe there's
yet.
a spot. I don't know. I don't know if he signed anything. All I know is this. I started to fish around a little bit yesterday about maybe Fangio in Philly, and everybody was very quiet about that. And I've yet to see the tweet, the announcement, whatever. Maybe he has signed the paper, maybe he hasn't. I don't know. All I know is I got my eye on Philly to see whether or not Fangio ends up sticking around as the defensive coordinator.
Well, we're watching you. That's right. All right. I like that. I would understand that. Here, real quick before we go to break. Well, I was going to bring it up. I don't like that teams can hire a coach consultant, 2 weeks before the Super Bowl. Again, I'm not mad at the Eagles. Hey, the rules, if you can let you do it, you do it. But if I'm the NFL, that doesn't seem right to me. It doesn't. The teams are set. Your coaching staffs are set, right? I mean, we're going to, pillage a guy that was in the division and I don't know. It just doesn't seem right within the competitive nature of the game. I'm not, again, if the rules were that way and I was a head coach, I'd do it too. I'm just saying I don't know if it necessarily seems right to me.
I want to take it a step farther. There are plenty of consulting arrangements we never find out about with coaches, executives, and different people who have their hands in different pots, and they're getting paid by different people, and there's no transparency about it. People in the media who are consulting and getting paid and have these biases baked into what they're doing. It happens. But the fact that we found out about it, was this a precursor? Are we being basically told in advance there's reason to keep an eye on Philly if Gannon is out? How did we find out about it? Why did we find out about it? All I'm doing is saying I'm paying very close attention to the announcement from Miami that we all have been told over and over again is coming, and the possibility that that announcement will be coming from Philly instead. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.